Welcome to Top 10 Gadgets in 2020. Let's start. Number 10. Dyson Lightcycle Morph. Dyson has a habit of making us reconsider the mundane. In this case, the Lightcycle Morph is a lamp, desk and standing versions available, that continually tailors the light it shines to your age, the atmospheric conditions, and the amount of daylight surrounding it. The idea being that all of the above affect how you perceive light. An onboard infrared sensor turns the lamp on and off when you approach, and the app offers up a suite of use settings: study, relax, precision, etc. Our desk lamp doesn't quite look the same anymore. Amazing gadget. Number 9. Skullcandy True Wireless Earbuds. True wireless earbuds have come a long way since we first featured them. However, one thing that hasn't changed is the fear of dropping one of these little musical nuggets and losing it forever. The new earbuds from Skullcandy have tile technology built in, so you'll be able to see where you left it on a map, or connect to the tile network to help locate it if one does go awry. This earbuds is water, sweat and dust-proof earbuds, rapid charging and a range of funky colors. Our pick of the bunch though would be the Indy Fuel True Wireless Earbuds, which not only look snazzy but also come with a wireless charging case. Very beneficial gadgets. Number 8. Sony ZV-1 Vlogging Compact Camera. Vloggers, we see you recording your charming videos on your smartphone. And we know you can do so much better. The ZV-1 is a new Sony compact camera that puts vlogging bang in focus, which, as well as a flip-around screen for recording those selfies, also has a 20-megapixel sensor, real-time tracking for speedy autofocus, image stabilization and a Bluetooth grip, sold separately. Number 7. Wake Up Self-Cleaning Water Bottle. How clean is your water bottle? Who knows? But it probably could be cleaner given how difficult it is to scrub right into those distant corners at the bottom of it. The Wake Up 550 ml water bottle has an ultraviolet light in the lid that in 3 minutes promises to zap 99.99% of the bacteria, viruses and mold that you might have missed. And if that didn't give you a cozy feeling of purity inside, for every product sold during the coronavirus lockdown, they are donating one Wake Up to a doctor, nurse or care worker in the NHS as a thank you. Very beneficial gadgets. Number 6. Razer Nari Ultimate. These headphones from gaming PC specialists Razer's translate sound into, well, vibrations, the kind you feel, rather than hear. It sounds balmy because it is, but in a good way. Like a force feedback controller, the Nari headset hits your ears and face with pulses of vibrations to try and make you feel more immersed in the game. The tech is part of a growing field called haptics. That's gained a lot of investment and attention as companies seek to create more immersive games and virtual reality experiences. For the most part, it works. It's hard to describe, in some games, especially those designed with a 3D audio experience in mind. It helps you locate where a sound is coming from, and in others, particularly a horror game like GTFO. At the moment, the software responsible simply converts the game audio into haptic feedback, which means confusingly the music provided creates vibrations too. But eventually, if it can single out audio channels, this tech could provide next-level immersion for dedicated gamers. Number 5. Flare Comber. What are the most annoying sounds you can think of? Nails scratching down a chalkboard? Car alarms? K-pop? It could be that our ears, through thousands of years of evolution, are sort of designed to find these sounds particularly unpleasant to act as. That's great for our ancient ancestors, listening out for prowling saber-toothed tigers, but for us modern humans it's just plain annoying. In fact, according to audio specialists Flare, the shape of the eardrum itself acts as a bell, adding 20 dB of D. This irritating distortion could impact on our mental and physical well-being, so the idea behind the Flare Comber earplugs is that they change the shape of the eardrum to cut out the particularly annoying distorted frequencies between 2000 to 8000 Hz. So does it work? Well, it's hard to tell how much earplugs can reduce your overall stress in the midst of a global pandemic, protests in the streets and the ever-present threat of a toddler walking into your Zoom meetings, but what is certain is that, after using them almost constantly for a few weeks now, there are definitely benefits to having them in. For a start, It is noticeable that the very worst day-to-day frequencies are reduced, and this has the knock-on effect that they are ultimately less annoying. The same can be said when you have them underneath headphones, and although they change the sound slightly, it makes music a little warmer and notches down the intensity. Number 4. NuraLoop headphones. What if your earphones could give you a hearing test and tune your equalizer to reflect the frequencies you are most, or least, sensitive to? That's the idea behind the NuraPhone, which we first tested a few years back in headphone format. During setup, the original NuraPhones would fire out a range of frequencies and then measure your ear's response to each of them, building a sound profile that perfectly equalizes the output to your hearing. The company has now shrunk their clever tech and shaped it into a set of Bluetooth earphones called the NuraLoop. They're packed full of all the other tech you'd expect, like active noise cancelling and touch controls. The only EQ option you have, or really need, is an immersion setting, which is basically a bass boost. Of course, all this goes to pot as soon as you listen to someone else's sound profile, but then that's sort of the point. We all have different ears and respond to different frequencies. But there are a few extra smart touches, like the magnetic analog jack that lets you connect to your earphones with wires, or the smart on/off feature that automatically switches them on when you put them around your head. Number 3. Meeting Owl Pro Video Conference Camera. Remember meetings? You know, those things we used to do face-to-face with other human beings? Seems like a long time ago that we were last in the office, but when we do eventually filter back into meeting rooms, you can bet your bottom dollar that there will be a lot more people calling in from home. Upon that fateful day, the Meeting Owl Pro will be a cool gadget for everyone on the call. For those at home, the 360-degree, 1080p camera means those unlucky enough to be in the office will be pin-sharp and crystal clear thanks to the 5.5 meters radius mics. The Owl Intelligence System has autofocus and a smart zooming function to hone in on whoever is speaking, while for the benefit of the people in the room, they can enjoy powerful speakers and bask in the fact that it looks like an owl. Number 2. EZVIZ Outdoor Smart Wi-Fi Camera. The tennis ball size EZVIZ security camera is a solid bit of kit. Installation is easy enough, so long as you have a drill to fix it to your wall, and the EZVIZ app is refreshingly straightforward. You can toggle a full screen live stream and hitting record will save the footage neatly to your camera roll, as well as in the app itself. This live view feature is ideal if you want to use the camera for other reasons, like keeping an eye on the kids while you work from home. This is really a good security camera. Well, it doesn't disappoint. As for the video quality, daylight vision is exceptionally sharp, and the colors are true to life thanks to the full HD 1080p resolution. But it's the color night vision where this camera really comes into its own. So it knows the difference between humans and the neighborhood cat out for a prowl. The smart night vision mode uses 2 infrared LEDs that can see as far as 30 meters automatically and switches to color monitoring when it detects human movement. You'll get a real-time alert, without needing to be glued to your feed. Number 1. Moto 360 Smartwatch. The Apple Watch is a great, luxury bit of kit, but it's of no use whatsoever if you are one of the majority of the world's smartphone users sporting an Android device. The Moto 360 smartwatch is a beauty that'll look at home on even the most well-to-do wrists thanks to its classy stainless steel body, rotating crown, leather strap and weighty feel. So the majority of what you can actually do on the smartwatch is dictated by this. The watch itself not only looks cool, but it also has some pretty novel features that set it apart from other smartwatches. For a start, it is blazingly fast with silky smooth transitions between screens and no lag. Which is important as there is no point marketing yourself as a silk purse if it's a sousier to use. It also comes with GPS and NFC for contactless payments. The always-on display is bright and sharp, adapting to the changing light conditions so you don't need to flick the wrist or tap to see the time. After about a day and a half under normal use, it switches to time-only mode to eke out more battery life, which is great, but that said, an hour's charge should be enough for it to see out a whole day. For the fitness inclined, it comes with a silicone strap, is waterproof to 3 atm and in testing measured generally sedentary lifestyle and my limited attempts of exercise throughout the day. Taunting me with my apparent lack of hard points. I should get out more, I think, is the takeaway here. Thanks for watching video.
Bye.